Carla back again because today I get to sit down with the lovely Janani, who has just secured herself a position as a test analyst with a Māori organisation here in New Zealand. So congratulations, Janani.
Oh, thank you, Carla.
We are so proud of you and what you've achieved in this time that you've been with us and over to the internship and everything like that. So let's start from the beginning, because it's like I always say, it's a great place to start, the beginning. So tell us a little bit about your background. Like, before you came to Industry Connect, what were you doing? And then have you got any IT background? Tell us a little bit about you. Share a little bit about yourself.
So before joining Industry Connect, I was working as a software tester for 2.5 years for an MNC back in India, like around 2014. And after that, I had to take a full-time break, to be a full-time parent. And so after that, we have moved to New Zealand in 2019. After a few months, I have started working in ECE. I was working as an ECE reliever. And I felt that I need to get myself back into IT. And at that time, I realized that I have had a huge break, and then I really need to upskill myself. So also I needed some local experience as well. So that's why I've joined Industry Connect. Yeah.
Wow. So you were a software tester back in India. Was that more manual testing?
Oh, yes. Yes, it was manual testing.
Right. So obviously when you came over, you upskilled in the automation side of it. And New Zealand, so you were in early childhood education, which is a totally different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, I like teaching.
Different thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a roller coaster. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, good on you. You took time to raise your family. You've moved country. You've done a lot in such a short time. Let's face that. That's a huge amount of stuff, right? And then so you joined the Test Analyst Job Ready program with us I think it was August last year.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So August last year. Tell us, so obviously when you said, you're wanting to get back into that and upskilling and everything, how did you come across Industry Connect? How did you find us?
It was through a friend. They were already enrolled in the program, and they secured a job through the program. And I have heard very good things, very wonderful reviews from that friend. And I had a meeting with Vanita, and I spoke with you as well. And and then I realized it's the best way to upskill myself.
Awesome. Fantastic. So during that time, obviously you've kept doing what you're doing and then upskilled yourself. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool. So doing the 6-week job ready program, what really helped you? Obviously you came from a manual testing background, like we've just, 2.5 years in India. And obviously you've done this automation testing side of things. So how did you find that upskilling in that? Because with automation, you had to have a little bit of programming and all that kind of stuff. So how did you find that? What was your own experience during those 6 weeks?
That was really a useful experience because I get to recollect all my manual testing basics. And I'm also someone from a computer science background, so I had a little bit of programming experience as well.
Right.
I found it really useful and interesting, and I've learned some new tools and technologies in the 6 weeks program, and it is really a base for me to start my internship. Yeah, it's a complete learning phase. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that you'd had a little bit of computer science background, which would have been helpful. Obviously, it's different, everyone, if you've got no understanding of any programming language, which we do have people that come through because they've got the right attitude, they've got a learner's mindset, and we'll give the tick for them. But a lot of times the undergirding of being able to undertake our Test Analyst Job Ready program is that you must have some kind of knowledge in at least one programming language, because we don't want you to drown when you get into the 6 weeks, because it's pretty intensive, right? It's not as if like, let's just, we've got 3 months to do everything. It's 6 weeks. So it's intensive 6 weeks, but it really hones your knowledge of that. So coming from those 6 weeks over to the internship with MVP Studio, how did you find that transition? Was it a bit sticky for you, or did you find it good? You know, because sometimes some people do find it a little bit, oh goodness, now I've got to, you know, share a little bit about your own experience.
Yeah, the transition was good actually, but there were few challenges because the tasks were designed in a way that we have to apply all our critical thinking and all our learnings from the 6 weeks, and we have to learn more and more as well, and apply all those in the commercial projects. So yeah, it was challenging, but I did my own due diligence, and there is always help in MVP Studio. Like we can reach out in Question Hub, and there is a mentor. So we can discuss all our problems and issues with our fellow interns as well. So yeah, but yeah, we I've managed to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of lessons or valuable lessons did you learn during that time for yourself to prepare you for the job market?
I understood the importance of self-learning. When there is a new technology or a tool, how to learn it on your own and work on the task at the same time. That was actually very helpful. And we have had individual task and team task as well. So you will be able to learn how to work in a team, work as a team, like how to communicate, all those things. And yeah, and we should be always open to learning as well. Like every day is a phase in learning. Like so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. It's yeah, you are stretched at the internship because obviously you've got tasks like everyone that's watching this, there's 3 sprints at the internship. And so it's a commercial project stripped down and there's 3 sprints. So they're learning a lot of different things through these 3 sprints, like Janani just shared with you. And there are time frames to those, the deadlines. Each sprint, you're doing agile methodology as well. So each sprint is 4 weeks in length and all that. So there's a lot of things you learn. Also, Janani, at the internship, there's a lot of like workshops that are put on by Industry Connect. Things like communication skills, CV writing and formulating for the market correctly, how to keyword CV and all that kind of stuff. What would you say really helped you during that whole, you know, getting ready and then starting to apply for jobs? What ones for yourself, what workshops really helped you?
The communication skill workshop really helped me because through that workshop only I learned that I need to update my CV and update it according to the job requirements. And I have to use keywords, how to have a proper professional format, and how to design my cover letters based on the job requirements. That actually really helped me, and how to approach an interview, how to approach certain interview questions. For example, in my case, how to approach a question regarding my break. So those kind of things really help me from those communication skill sessions. Yeah.
Yeah, so in that, because that's a really good point you just brought up, because we have a lot of mothers that have come back into their career after a break, you know, and you guys are so amazing. How did you articulate that, whether it's written or face to face, that you had this break? What did you say? Well, how did you articulate that? What did you say?
Yeah, the main thing is we just have to be honest. Yes, I have had a break for my family situation to be a full-time parent. And yes, that phase is over now. Like I have used all those time to improve my interpersonal skills. And I am completely back now, and I'm not in any, I won't take any further breaks in the future. And I'm assure you that like I'll give my full performance in the future. That's the way I have articulated it.
Yeah. I mean, because everyone, especially women, they do have breaks to raise their family, right? So it's not a shock, but it's actually like I say to people, address the elephant in the room. It's got to be there and everyone sees it. Address it. Tell them why. And, you know, as an employer, employers love honesty, right? Hey, look, I've had 5 years break, raised my 2 children, whatever, you know, whatever the story is. And now I've come back, I've upskilled in these things, and now I'm ready to hit the ground running to get back into my career. So that's awesome how you address that. Well done, because it has to be addressed, and it just gives everyone a nice clear pathway to move forward. So tell us a little bit, if you don't mind, how you actually, what did you do for yourself in your job search? What did you do specifically? Did you set a time aside each day? Did you have a strategy? Because everyone has their own little thing that they do. Did you have anything specific that you did each day or each week?
I always look for a job that actually matches with my skills and my experience level. So initially I started applying everything, and I realized that it's not the right way to approach job search. So I applied for jobs that matches my skill set. And also I just applied 1 or 2 jobs every week, not applying for everything. And the other, yeah, as I already mentioned, the other thing is how to tailor your CV and your cover letter based on the job requirements, because getting an interview is a biggest challenge in the current market. So in order to score an interview, first you have to articulate how your skills match with the requirements. So that's the main thing I have done.
Wow, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really good. And I like how you said you only apply for 1 or 2, because then your energy and your focus is totally getting that application right for that job, and not thinking I'm going to apply for 20 jobs, because otherwise you get lost. And when you, you know, unless you're keeping like I always say to everyone, do yourself a favor and at least have a spreadsheet, a Google sheet where you know what you've applied for, what the position is, maybe even a link to the position, when it closes, all that kind of stuff, so that you understand if anyone calls you, they want to have an interview with you. Then you go, oh yes, I know when I did that. Yes, now I understand. Because if you've applied for this, that, and everything, and you get a call and you think, oh goodness, when did I do that? I've got to remember. That's a really good strategy. So when you were doing that, did you research the company as well? Was that something that you did to get a feel for the company?
Yes, I have definitely done that, because for getting my current job, I have actually done a basic research on the company, and I was able to match a particular skill that the company required, and I clearly mentioned it in my cover letter, and I believe that that's what secured me an interview in the first place. So yeah, it is a very good strategy, because we have to do research everything on the company before applying for a job.
Yes. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Because I think maybe that's something that we touched on when we were in Wellington. Everyone that's watching, we try and get down to Wellington and to specific places at least every 2 months. It is coming up soon again, to just catch up with all our, interns if they can have a coffee. We call it coffee chat, a catch up, and it's very just, let's see where everyone's at and have a coffee and a bit of a chat. So, and I did say this to a couple of people, is to do your research. It's really, really important, because you want to see, well, what would I like to ask them too? Do I fit with them? Do they fit with me? Because it's a reciprocating kind of relationship, because you want to be happy and they want to be happy. So why not do that research? So good on you for doing that, Janani. So just to wrap up, what tips, advice would you give someone, say like yourself, that had some experience from another country and they've had a break, which we do have a lot of ladies that have had breaks, like I've already shared, that are coming back into the IT industry now, they're wanting to get back upskilled and get experience. What kind of tips would you give? It could be like any kind of tips, okay? What kind of tips or advice would you give them?
I know they're already working really hard, and it is a good decision that you're decided to come back into IT. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing and always be open to learning. And trust me, you're definitely not alone in this journey. Like, there are so many people like you, and everyone is doing their best. And just, I know how frustrating it could be in the current job market. But yeah, keep doing and keep learning, and always help is there. Ask for it. And yeah, just don't give up. Keep trying.
Exactly. Never give up. There's always a right position for someone. And sometimes if you don't get that job that you thought you might get, there's something better around the corner. There's always something to learn from the either applying for it or the interview. There's always something to learn. And if you can take that great thing of learning from any kind of opportunity, then you're always going to be able to grow and be more and be better and learn more about yourself as you go through, and not just this, but also through life, because it's a whole thing that adds to your life as well. So thank you so much, Janani, for sharing your journey and everything. And all the team here at Industry Connect and MVP Studio just wish you all the best. And you're starting your job on Monday, aren't you?
Oh, yes, correct.
So no break, no nothing, just get into it. So congratulations again, and we just wish you all the best for your future, but you've got to stay in touch with us. We're all linked on LinkedIn and everything. Stay in touch with us, and obviously you'll get a notification when we're next down there for coffee catch up. If you can, come and catch up with us. It'd be great to see you. Okay?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, wonderful.